Hey guys, it's Alchemic here, and welcome to my channel. With Season 3 underway, the meta has changed big time, and there's a huge variety of viable weapon options to choose from. I'm here to show you the fastest way to gain that weapon XP for your favorite loadout. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, I know a lot of you only have access to Warzone and not Modern Warfare or Cold War, which is perfectly fine. Plunder is a game mode specifically for Warzone, which is all about collecting as much cash as possible. However, with that being said, it gives you access to unlimited respawns for your player, so you have a couple of options for contracts to complete to level up your weapons depending on the type of player you are. I do want to remind you to always utilize your double XP tokens when available. This always gives you the maximum amount of XP, and always make sure that you choose the weapon XP tokens, as the regular XP tokens go towards your current player level. Now, before we go into Plunder, let's talk about your loadout. For your perk 1, you want to get Cold-Blooded. The reason you want this perk is because the moment the first team reaches $1 million in cash, attack choppers will roam around the whole map, and you want to utilize this perk to become undetectable by them. And trust me, this helps when you are still completing those last minute contracts. For perk 2, I run either Ghost or High Alert. Surprisingly, not a lot of people run Ghost in Plunder, which is quite weird, but it does help you keep off everyone's radar. High Alert does help when enemies are outside your field of view, so depending on which type of contract you're doing, that definitely helps. And lastly, I run Tune Up. This just reduces the charge time of your field upgrades by 40%, so you get your field upgrades much faster. Other than that, you want to make sure you have the weapon you want leveled up equipped. And lethals, I run either Claymore or stun grenades. It is all up to preference. Now, which contracts should you be running? For those that wish to ignore any sort of gunfights, supply runs are your go-to. Each supply run offers you 500 weapon XP. You average about 5 to 8 supply runs per match using any vehicle, preferably a heli. Now, one tip I would recommend is having a trophy system as your field upgrade. There have been countless times I've been shot down with an RPG, and without a trophy that sets back your time in Plunder, so you want to be the most efficient as possible to gain that XP. Another good contract similar to the supply run is the recon contract. Using the train is another really good option because the recons have unlimited respawns. I would recommend going with a team as there are usually other players that run the train tactic. If you feel you are a sweaty player and are comfortable fighting multiple players one after the other, then going to crowded areas like Superstore or Storage Town is your best bet. Even if you're not a good one-on-one player, this would be a good way to change it up and improve your gunfight skills. Now, this may not be the fastest way to level up your guns, but it does kill two birds with one stone. Other tips for you would be running the perk Tracker under the perk 3 tab if you want to spot enemies much easier. It does leave a red footprint trail so you can see where they're headed. You could also use Restock if you're looking to fight and be more aggressive. Another tip is to make sure your attachments on your weapon are the best. So for example, on my Krig 6, if I've only unlocked foregrip under the underbarrel instead of the field agent grip, I would want to run that for better recoil control. Or for example, the optic, if I've only unlocked the vision 2 times instead of the actual 3 times, I would want to run that. Lastly, focus on nearby contracts. Most of the time, when you look on your map, there are probably no supply contracts anywhere nearby, and you might have to go to the other side of the map to grab the next one. If there is a recon nearby, bounty, even sometimes a scavenger, I would grab it. This way, I would utilize my time in Plunder efficiently. On the other hand, I might die trying to fight for the next supply run. All in all, I hope you guys enjoyed my tips on ways to gain the fastest weapon XP in Warzone. Please comment down below what you want my next video to be about. I want to make sure while I improve in Warzone, you guys are right behind me, if not with me. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button, and for more content down the road, go ahead and click subscribe.